What's up YouTube, and thanks for tuning in. Today I'm doing another how-to video with Terapeak, and I'm going to be showing you how to do research on your competitors. So if there's a product category you're thinking about getting into, we can do research. Or if there's a product category that you're already in and you want to know how to beat your competitors. So let's just say, for example, we are selling, we'll say paracord bracelets. So typically the people who are on the first page are going to sell the most. So I typically look at a couple of these guys. Actually, typically I would do a search within Terapeak for paracord bracelets, look at the top 20 competitors, and then analyze those competitors. But for the sake of this, we're going to look at this way. So all these guys are selling pretty good. This guy sold 2,800. This guy sold 1,399. Ideally, I'm going to find somebody who doesn't ship from China. Reason being, it's not really a level playing field. Those guys, yeah, they can get the better prices, but at the same time, not everyone wants to buy from a guy from China. So we're going to search for Illinois. But as you can see, this guy is in Wheeling, Illinois, and he has sold more than 2,800 of these. So his name is Alpha Panda. So what we're going to do, we're going to go over to Terapeak, and we're going to type in Alpha Panda. And I'll show you kind of some of the different research we can look at. So this is going to be kind of an overall profile of him. Actually, we'll do one more thing. Let's look at his store first and see the types of items he's selling, because it looks like a lot of camping and survival type items, right? Like multi-tools, different types of connector links, waterproof cell phone case. Looks like this is a fire starter. So a lot of like matches, fire starters, that type of thing. In the past week, this guy sold $869 worth of stuff. That's actually not a huge amount of money, although when you're selling items like, this is only $5. It's a fairly cheap item. So, I mean, if we take, say, I don't know, what do you say? We'll say $900 divided by 5. That's actually, 180 items. These items are probably costing him about 60 cents. So let's see, he sold about 180 items. We'll say 5 minus 0.6. So he's making $4.40. $4.40. Let's see here. Divided by. No, it's 180. So we'll do 180 times 4.4. So not too shabby. This guy probably made, I'm guessing, around, some of the items are going to be more expensive, some are less expensive. Some of his wholesale costs are going to be higher and lower, but I would venture to bet this guy's probably making between $700 and $800 a week, even though he's only selling, $700, $800. Because of the margins are so crazy, he's making a pretty good amount of money. But let's go look at this. So he has 29 listings, 100% sell-through rate. So everything he's listing is selling. Most of his stuff is selling like between 6 to 8 p.m. in the evening. Very good sell-through rate. Let's see. His keywords are survival. I kind of knew that before, as soon as I saw paracord bracelets and all this other stuff, I kind of knew he was going to be into the survival niche. Most of his stuff sells on Friday, although Monday is another good listing. So basically, as a seller myself, if I'm selling similar items to this guy and he's more successful than me, I'm going to kind of try to look and see, okay, what category is he listing? Okay, he's listing in sporting goods. That's the same category as me, so that's the same. Oh, most of I never really thought about what day to end my listings, but most of my listings end on Tuesdays, which aren't really the best day. Maybe I should end them on a Monday or a Friday. One of the most important pieces of info here is the keywords. So here's the keywords that most of his items have in them that are selling. And here's also the keywords that most people who are buying these items are searching for. So we have keywords like survival, camping, cycling, bike, military, and waterproof. Those are kind of all to be expected. The price point's another important thing. As you can see, most of his products are between $1 and $4, although he really has a pretty good mixture of sales, everything from a penny all the way up to about 25 bucks. So, he's pretty varied price points, I guess we could say. His most expensive items are $20, and it's a survival bug out kit. So even his most expensive item is still fairly cheap, but he's making really good margins on this stuff. We can look at his particular listings. I mean, we could do the same thing by just going into his store, but we can look at his listings. We can see whether they're buy it nows or auctions or stores. So most of his stuff is selling out of his store. If you don't have a store and you're selling this type of niche of items, maybe you want to consider getting a store. So there's some good data. I don't really like this category of historical look at things. And here's his best-selling items. So he sold 3 of these emergency water straws. He sold 3 paracord bracelets, propane refill adapter. So this is only 1 week of sales, so that's not too bad. I was actually kind of surprised by how low his overall sales were. His listings must run forever. I'd be curious to see his quantity, but I bet he's got quantity in the thousands, because for a lot of items, if you let your listings run out, your listing starts from scratch. So not a lot of people have 2,000 listings sold. This guy must keep his listing up until it sells out and constantly up the quantity. With some categories, you're not allowed to, list over $1,000 or list over so many items. So it's just kind of unique to cheaper items, and specifically this niche, that you're able to get up this high. But nothing groundbreaking here. I just kind of wanted to get you guys familiar with Terapeak and how to pull research on your competitors. Really quickly, I'm going to do one more thing here. I should mention, if any of you guys have an interest in this program Terapeak that I'm using and pulling this data, you can get a free 7-day trial by clicking the link. I'll put it in the description box below. But I'm going to show you one other way that I would find competitors to search. So actually, let me start over. So we would click in-depth research. We would click product search. And what we're going to do, we're going to type in paracord bracelet. And let's keep in mind, we were just looking at the Alpha Panda. So let's see where he shows up in terms of the top sellers. So here's the overall sales stats on paracord bracelets here. $10,000 worth sold a week. That's pretty good. We're going to click the guy icon, which is going to be the top 20 sellers. And let's see. Oh, you know what? Okay, Alpha Panda is only the number 12 seller. So honestly, maybe my strategy there wasn't the best. Like I said, this is normally how I would do keyword research. Normally, I would go up here and find this guy who had the top total sales. And that's weird. These stats aren't matching up with the other one. Anyhow, normally I would find the top seller here. You know why? Because paracord bracelets are only a small portion of this guy's offering. So he only sold $800 worth of paracord bracelets, but he sold $800 worth of overall merchandise, but only $163 worth of it was paracord bracelets. As you can see, this is a top seller, SW Gears US. So we can click him, and we can look at all that same competitor data. So whereas the other guy, this is really crazy to me. Oh, okay, I got you. So the reason that this guy only has 285 in sales and he's ranked number 1, because right now we're only pulling stats for paracord bracelets. So this guy's name was, what the heck was this guy's name? Let's open an eBay tab so I can get his name here. Oh, SVW Gear Us. Okay, so we'll take his name. We're going to go back here to in-depth research. We're going to go back to competitor research. We're going to type in his name. So now we're pulling all of his sales, not just based on paracord bracelets. And we'll go to his overall sales stats here. And, okay, sold $512. So it's slightly more. As you can see, these guys in the survival niche, they're not selling a ton of money worth of product. Like some of my products, one product alone is over $500. So my sales may dwarf this guy's sales. However, if on a $500 item, I may only be making $10, whereas this guy, even though he's selling 14 items or whatever, however many items it may be, to get the same amount of money, his margins are huge. And things like paracord bracelets, I've told you guys about this in other videos, you're going to get those for probably 20 to 50 cents, and you're going to be able to sell them at a minimum for, $5. If you put together your listings right, or if you sell them on Amazon, you potentially can get, $8, $10, $15 for them. Like I said, if you have interesting products and you market them right. So there's definitely good margins in this, but it looks like the sales are kind of split up among a bunch of guys. But yeah, overall, I just wanted to show you guys how to do competitor research using Terapeak. Again, if you guys want a free trial to this program, you can get a free 7-day trial. Just click the link in the description box below. If you guys have any questions on how to use this program, feel free to either drop a comment below or email me at rulesforrebels.com. Happy to help you guys out. Thanks for watching. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you're not subscribed, and we'll check you out on a future video, guys.